Hi everyone, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back with another cider to try, except it's not. It's a perry, but that's good. We love perry and cider. It's another one from Ross-on-Wye. So that's 2 in a row we've done. Really like the last one, Harry Master's Jersey Daminer and Rennet Dubry. Very nice. And this one is called Turner's Barn. Turner's Barn. A varietal, if you look it up, you can't find anything about it. And if you do see anything, it sends you back to the Ross-on-Wye website, which is no use. Self-referential, doesn't help me one bit, but do write great things on the bottle, so let's read that, see what we can glean. An excellent variety, thought to originate between Much Markle, which is heart, that's where Weston's and Greg's Pit is, it's the heart of cider making in Herefordshire, and Dimmock, which is neighbouring village pretty much. It produces generous crops of perfectly round yellow pears. The flavour is crisp and tangy, reminiscent of the very best sherbet. A favourite. So, high praise. Let's check it out. 6.7, so it's pretty high alcohol. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Lots of residue in this. You do get a lot of sediment in perry. You can get massive amount of very organic sediment. It kind of looks crazy, but when you drink it, you don't even notice it's there. It just dissipates. Let's pour it out and give it a go. So, very perryish in colour, sort of like very pale green gold, I want to say to that. Hazy, of course. A little bit of sparkle there when I poured it out. Give it a smell. Nice pear nose, nice rich round pear nose on that. Hint of funk, have to say it, gotta say it, call it how you see it. Hint of funk, Albert, sorry mate. But yes, nice round sweet pear there in the background. Delicate, pleasant. If you like pear, if you're into pear in your perry, then you've certainly got it with this on the nose. Absolutely do. Lovely, lovely. All right, let's try it. Very soft sparkle, really nice. Delicate tannins, minerality, pear skin. Yeah, there is like a lemony sort of thing going on, sherbety thing. I can get that as well. There's a hint of sort of sweetness, a sorbitol in there rather than sugar. I assume mixing with that acidity just give it like a sherbety thing. Minerality, lemon. It's refreshing and light, but there is that richness does carry through. It's there in the middle of my palate, and I'm liking it. I am liking it, like a pear that's perfectly ready to eat, I want to say, but with slightly less sugar. Yeah. And does it feel like 6.7%? Absolutely not. And I could probably drink a 6-pack of that, but any trouble whatsoever. Any trouble whatsoever. So, one thing I want to say is, so when I'm trying things, 2 things. I slurp. It doesn't sound great. I know it doesn't sound great, but and I taste out of one of these glasses, so a proper tasting glass. So when you smell it, the aroma goes up your nose rather than up the side of your head. So whatever you're tasting, these are the sorts of glasses that you should be tasting out of to get the best out of it. If you're just drinking for fun, then sod it. But I'm doing this because I'm trying stuff that I'm going to sell, so I want to get the maximum out of it. Yeah. But yeah, when you're tasting it, tasting is very subjective. Okay, I am the world's leading expert in what I like. No one's going to argue with me with that. It's a fact. Okay, but the same goes for you. You are also the world's leading expert in what you like. So if I say certain things or perceive certain things, it doesn't mean you're going to get the exact same thing when you smell it and drink it, etc. Do I think that most people like perry will like this? Absolutely. Will they get exactly the same thing as me? Probably not. But it doesn't matter. The thing I tend to suggest is when me or anyone else is trying something, watch their body language. Their body language will tell you more about the product than what comes out of their mouth generally, because there's specific descriptions. It's nice, and you might agree with most of them, but there is a level of subjectivity to it. So best thing to do is watch how they physically react to it. Do they get excited? Do they perk up a bit? That'll tell you as much about a drink as almost anything else, in my experience. So the words are all very nice, but you don't have to be a poet to be able to know good stuff from bad stuff. You don't have to be able to write it down and name varieties. I know some brilliant tasters, very high up, particularly in the cheese profession. Some like amazing people who've got decades and decades and decades of experience who I respect entirely. When it comes to like isolating flavours, they just don't do it. They just don't do it. It's not the way they think or how they perceive. You know, they'll be very basic in their notes, and it's very unromantic and unpoetic. But what they do say, I trust entirely. So it's just worth mentioning, you know. So yeah, so when I'm drinking it, I'm slurping it. That slurping is just getting oxygen into my mouth. It's getting it all around my mouth, the flavours, so I get it properly. It does seem like a bit daft, but slurping it and oxygenating it does get you more flavour out of it, and absolutely does. And it also helps get it up to the back of your nose, where, you know, taste is on the tongue, but flavours are all the different complex things you get at the back of your nose. Just want to say that in case people started watching this and goes, why does he slurp it like that? You just taste it better. You just do. It's just a fact. All right, guys. Turner's Barn, I have to say. One more sip. It's real nice. It's really nice. Yeah, and that kind of skin-like quality just edges with the sweetness a little bit. It's just perfectly in balance. Very nice. Very nice perry. I sell it. If you want to come and get some off me, come and get some off me. If not, have a look around. Hopefully you can find some. But if you do like perry, get some. I think you'll like it. All right, guys. That was a quick one. As always, thank you for joining me. I hope you'll join me again. And until then, cheers.